the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute of a punt, downs it inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Like 380. 53 is the mark. Danny. 380.
They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
46 to Mike, 46. You rush. Mike, 46. Mike, 46. Get that quarterback at all costs. Bang, bang. Hey, alert. Bang, bang. He's cracked.
This time Wilson will throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
What? 3-15. 6 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 52. 14, front it. Check. Kill. Reload. Hey, turn it up. 46, boys, 46. 46 to
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check. Alert. Check nickel. Kill.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
No pass. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Rabbit. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Switch. 25. Check 25.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Green 80. Check Mike 46. I'm going to lose one. No pass. Watch out. Alert. Good job right there. Alert 3. Whip. Gun. Check 13.
On second down now. It's Carson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Got it. Check creep. Check safety, check safety.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Darnold. Flushed out right. It's caught by Herndon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We're going to start. Mike 51. Watch the car. Watch the car. Lady.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Well, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Look up right there. Switch. Front it. 3.
Here's Carson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Booker T. 6 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tight, 280. 46 to Mike. Rip right. Check 15, check 280.
On second down, it's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
Back-to-back running plays, putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Mike 4. Reload. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 41-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to right side with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Darnold on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Jim, young lady. Switch it.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
After the big, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it,
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Zoom. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You. Slam. 14.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense game?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Mike, first down. Watch the slip. Watch it. Lady. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
On 1st down, it's Donald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm touching.
Play action. It's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first down scoring points. Haven't done anything. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here I come. Kill. Out. Front it. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 31. Undercrunch. Check, check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check three, check three, check three.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
46 to Mike. Tackles, tackles. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Alert, 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 alert.
Flare, flare, flare.
Zebra, zebra.
6, 30.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Check 24.
Right.
On first and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Right. 280. You guys, listen, listen, listen.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 3, check 3. Say. Check 4, check 4.
One left, one left.
Rush in.
14, 14.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Bang, 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 bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tight. Check 52.
From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the safety creep.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second and 14. Darnold, throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Watch the edge. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson will find Metcalf. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
57's Mike 57. Watch the run. Kill. Switch.
Bang out. Bam. Took right.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Johnson running right. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Super team.
46 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Quick edge. Come. Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
You're not ready.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Son, 54, lady, 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down, it's Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Bravo.
Now it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, shoot. 59, check, 59. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right at midfield. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check safety. Check safety. SOS. 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 SOS.
Look, guys, 4 down. 4 down.
You got tight right there.
This is Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Now Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Go, go, go. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Go, go. Check, check. 59, 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On fourth down, Darnold forced out to his left. Going deep now for Herndon. And that is incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch. Friday, 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 Friday. 3, alert 3.
Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Begin. 14. Check 15. Check 15. Good guys. 4 down. 4 down. Quick, quick. 1 left. 1 left.
They run again with Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, hey. Mike 46. Mike 46. Hey, let's get in that hole. Joker, joke. 12, 12. Check. Check 99. Good touch.
Here's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Check, 59. Watch the hey, watch the ship, hey, lady, watch the ship, Jim, hey,
Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. Herndon's got it complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
check, crunch. Watch that.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
218, chop it. Go.
They'll go for it with Bell, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Wilson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.